Hello and welcome to a new episode, guys. This is actually a game I have played a lot on my own. The game is called Songs of Syx. It's basically if you import some elements from Songs of Syx. Yeah, the game definitely imports a lot of things from itself. Mountain Blade Bannerlord, or totally Mountain Blade, Rimworld and Banished, I can say. So it's basically a mix of all three. Today I'm going to do a random game. This is basically if you want something extra, you can have some different things that focus so you get like boss and shit like that. Like if you wanna be a trader, opinion is easy. But innovation and governance is hard, yeah. So it's basically like that. I normally just go for normal. I haven't played around anything with this actually. But you can choose from some of the presets. And you have some races you can choose between. I normally go and start with humans or Kryptonians. Humans is basically an all-arounder. They are really good at administration and things like that. Kryptonians is really good at farming. Tilapi is good herders and excellent in range combat. They are the best archer you can have in the whole game, but it is like other species. The Amivia is basically salamander people. They wanna live at the water, they wanna eat fish, and they love fish. Basically. I think also, yeah, they are poor farmers and slow breeders. But they are good fighters too. I will actually, for this run, may test it around with the Amavia. And basically you can decorate your own flag and shit like that. Which is basically easy and the name faction. I wanna do a Fallout reference. What was that name? The city that can be created in Fallout 3. The settlements of Bob or something like that. Basically a bit of a reference to Fallout. And you can have different things. You can get titles that you can have with you between between playruns. I have gotten the artisan and the first of the name. The first of the name makes boost the innovation. The artisan boost everything building related. I wanna do this a bit, not vanilla, because this is in the base game. Everything is in the base game. I have no mods downloaded, so you guys know too. But when you're first starting out. Start anyway, yeah. Generate. Now with this race, they wanted to have salad water. I think that's the ocean, so it's better to be at the oceans. I want to have fish because they love fish. I probably are going to take somewhere. Yeah, and with this generation you can see if you get mines, stones and things like that. But I do not really care about that. I will probably take something like that. I only going to have natural resources of stone, which can be a bit of a bummer, but it doesn't matter that much. And now you see, this is basically a bit of the Bannerlord influence, I can say. My city is here. This is my capital. Every other city here, this one I'm going to be able to trade with, this one and this one in the beginning. Where I can capture, I can take over every settlement that exists on the whole world map. I can become and make them my vassal cities and shit like that. That's a bit of the Bannerlord reference, or like, not reference, but influence I think it have. And yeah, this is the map I took. If I would have taken the step up, I would have ocean tiles on this area of the map too. That's why it's better to take a bit smaller amount of it, so you don't get too much ocean, because ocean is harder to bullet in. Basically. Because right now I will have a good point here. And basically you can see the fertile of the map too. You have some tools like here, you can see maintenance, noise. Noise can be a major factor later on. Because some things like the workshop makes noise and some of the races doesn't like noise. Path users and soil. So basically the best soil is here. And up here, basically. And down here. That can be good to know, but they was bad farmers, if I remember right. And because these guys like fishes, I will actually settle closer to the water to gain the fish. But where is the wood though? I do wanna keep an eye so I don't... like this map is pretty big. It may not look that big right now, but this map is pretty big. Basically, you see all of these small titles there is how big your population is. So that going to mean if I would settle up here that I thought about first, I need to go a long way to get wood, which is not ideal. I'm sorry for that. So basically somewhere like here, so I can get access to the wood, would be pretty good. And basically the first thing I wanna get is fishery. Because this race is good with fishes. And every one of these fish tiles here is where you can gain the fish. And yeah, like you see, it have a max dimension too. So basically, if I wanna get the most fish, I probably do something like this. Do like that. Because you need to care about the dimensions too of your buildings. So they doesn't get too big. So something like yeah, that's going to be enough. I think I'm going to build a bit in like here. Maybe here. So I will have the storage. The storage I'm going to be decently big now. The ancillary auxiliaries is needed to make the efficiency up. Right now I do have more or less 0 efficiency. Or like 50, when I'm building a storage, it's got 50 efficiency. Which means that I need to keep that in mind. So if I don't want to be like back down by things not being efficient, I wanna build like these things. 85 efficiency, 1996, can I build 98? 100, yeah. This is going to take 500 roots to take. So I will start with that. And then I will make it like this. Take this, fell. And fell some of these trees to start having a house directly. And then we will have different things like here, like carpentry and things like this. That's going to be important a bit later on. What I need to have really easy, like pretty soon, is like I'm going to do like this. And do house. Because you need to have your guys live somewhere too. Do something like that, and then I will make an heart height. 1, 2. Maybe do a bit bigger, something like that. And the good thing with the fishery is that you don't need to care about how to employ 10 people. Yeah, the heart wasn't really built as I wanted it. That's going to bug me. I'm going to rebuild that pretty soon. Because that is going to bug me that one is 1 tile lower. And now they are going to focus on the fishery. And I can build more houses. Yeah, it's going to be mission workers. Because now that one is going to auto-employ. So many people it can. And with the... You can also make the houses bigger. I think something like this and this. And then I will take, delete, smart remove that and heart. The heart is really important in winter time because without that you are going to freeze to death. And I need to take this one. This one can have 54 workers, but that is totally too much fishes for a population of 10. If I would have this, that will mean that I will have to, like, is too many people working on getting food. Right now I'm missing 2 houses. Oh yeah, people are dying. But it's going to solve itself. Something like that. You need to be pretty fast. If you're not too fast, like after the first winter, that was because I didn't have the heart. If I would have the heart, they would have survived. But my sapiens is up again. And it doesn't help that they were fucking homeless in the winter too. They basically came here and then was like, oh yeah, I do not have any home. So yeah. that is going to be a mood penalty for me for some time. And I need a well. Wells are really important to keep your plebeians clean. I know you can do like this and check their logs. This basically shows how much what they like and do things like that. So like right now if you look, they like the arena, they do not like to be besieged. I don't think anyone like to be besieged, and they do not like to be cannibals, basically. But this shows everything. They like tourist markets, law, road preference, and shrines and everything like that. This game, I would say that, yeah, this is even showing what they are good at early on. They like to walk in the clay pits. They like that. They like the fishery. They do not like to farm. And what they don't like to do, they get debuff doing. Wait, do they like mod buildings as much as the grand building? 353. Yeah! The mod building is basically costing you nothing to build. It's totally free to build mod buildings. But 3 and grand buildings is hella expensive to build. Because you need to first you need the stone, and to make the stones into cut stones, which means you need to have people walking or importing cut stone. What is pretty cool too, I can show you. I will see if I can find it. Yeah, here, cut stone. Right now, to buy one cut stone, I would need to pay 160 gold to get it. Or coins, or whatever the currency is. I think it's... It doesn't say, actually. My net worth is 15,000. So, basically, I wonder how much a cut stone I can get with my net worth. Basically, stone. No, it doesn't wanna show me there. Then I need to take jobs. Clear rock. I need rocks to do this. So basically, my main way of getting food is going to be that. The food preference is though fish, vegetables and eggs. I think I will do at every start, I need to have the global in a passenger, and for that I need resource points. Yeah. But what about you starting with an anti-crawler pen? Just to... The thing is that later on I will have a 4 out there that is 4, yeah. I am just doing this because right now, because you are starting out with some livestock, and livestock is pretty expensive to use. So with this, I don't need to buy livestock later on. This is why I'm doing it, basically because of the measures later down the line. I actually think I would want to get some more take up to 15, price you guys to 10. Because this is going to need some wood too later on. Ambassadors takes a lot of people too. I normally meat is pretty good to sell off later on, and I want to have a storage, no, warehouse it's named. I want a warehouse, and basically I'm probably going to build a warehouse like up to here maybe. I want to take away this, so I don't need, so they're going to build roads there. So right now this is going to be a basically a food storage so long. Extreme temperature, yeah, I know. I know that this is probably going to bug some people that is not in match, but to be honest, I don't really care right now. Oh, I do kinda care. So, I'm going to actually redo that. So, it's going to look nicer. This is gonna need 500 roots. It's a big overbuild though. Do an opening there and there. And this design is going to be a bit more expensive though because of the yellow lines right there. So yeah, let's fell down some trees because I need the wood. I still got 2 hard workers, so that's good. Actually, I can afford to probably go up to 30. I can put you guys up to 20. And that will make me have some extra odd jobbers when I hit that. You always want to have food, basically. You do not want the people to starve to death. That's pretty explanatory. Because the more they starve and the more people that die, you need to have a graveyard and things like that later on. Right now, my people doesn't understand how to build a gravestone. So it's the mass grave we do if you die. Or you can do like me, just ignore the problem, pretend it doesn't exist, and then hope that your body is like become like dirt in the middle of the road, so you their friends just go through and be like, oh yeah, here was where Ben died. Good catch, that's actually decently good. I still have houses left, and I need to start building out roads. Because I do gain a movement experience thing. Or not movement experience, it's not like they're leveling up in movement. But they do have a speed buff on roads. And the dirt road is totally free to build, so... Is it going to work out pretty well for you? What I don't know though... Are you guys bad in workshops, or are you just like decent workshoppers? They seem to be just decent workshoppers. It's pretty fun that they do like, and most people like the bakeries. But these guys doesn't give a fuck about the bakeries and bread. Because normally you have the food preference of a bakery, which means you need to have a bakery pretty early on. These guys don't care. They simply don't care about any baked goods, so you can just put in more on focusing. I think I could probably pretty easily import the grain and sell the do that to bread and then gain a pretty good profit on that, depending on my neighbors. Oh yeah, and these guys dislike everyone. Basically, the only guys that they do decently enjoy is the Gathimi. But the Gathimi, they are basically bad at building anything. And I think they are also, I need to check if they are bad farmers, Gathimi. Yeah, they are bad farmers too, but they are really good at the ability Crawler and the Hunter. So it's no need for me. This is just going, I'm saying it, this is just going to be an Amivias build. I don't need anybody else. And right now, I too need to settings. I want to have about 320. I do want like 500 root. Or like do 1,000 actually. And then you also do doing like these to 1,000 again. I'm just going to do like this for the moment being. And then I want to delivery man there. So they can go and get fetch the fish and the things from my different areas. So it doesn't need to care about that. I do want a speaker too. That will raise happiness. There. And then I have a food stall. I don't think I need a food so yeah, yeah, I need to do like this. And then take that away. Yeah, it does also take wood. No, the food stall is going to be closer for them to get food and they basically sell it. So it's basically a food market. I basically build there. I wanna move the throne room to somewhere later on. I think if I do like this, move a throne. And then just move it down here. And then do like smart remove. On this build when is it done? Yeah, I can do it already. Now they're going to build the throne right there. So I don't need a random floating roof there. This is not Minecraft. And basically this is a pretty good. I do want to build some houses on the other side. That looks about right. And do some roads too. Do like a 3 road there. I also got some grain doing there. I can probably buff up my population to 50 pretty easily. I do have the housing for it right now. And what I need is just a janitor too. This is really important because the janitors is basically the guys who will repair your shit. Do something like that. Utilities, do like work station there, and there. How much is this going to? 80, 90, 100, yeah. It doesn't need to care about that. Do like that. This is going to be out-employed. The janitors do have a pretty big range. I know they are going to like, yeah, you're seeing these like things that are happening right there. That means that the building is getting damaged. And with more damage is basically doesn't work as well. So now the janitors is going to get out-employed by 5 people. Yeah, I'm a new level. Emir. They blessed me with a new title and now I can trade with people. So yeah, this is basically the start and beginning of this run. This is normally how I start out my little playthroughs with the Songs of Syx. And basically, if you guys enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. And I will see you all in the next episode.